Well, hello, all my YouTube modeling buddies on YouTube. This here is Model Cars with Glenn on YouTube. I'm Glenn, and I'm on YouTube. All right, let me see. What's first here? First thing I should do is I should show you my brother's picture before I forget, because sometimes I forget. And let me see if I can get it all in the frame here. There's a big old picture. Okay. And these guys don't go with it. They're just standing there. This is a nice picture. It's got this big old green planet down there covered with clouds and mist. And then these red planets up here. I'm trying to figure out their orbit. If they stay just like that while they orbit, or do these ones rotate this way and these ones rotate this way? You know, cause for thought right there. A picture makes you think, then it must be good, because it makes me think. I do like all this down here too. You can see a lot of stuff in it when you start looking and staring. Okay, now let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and put this up because they're my buds, and I got something coming from them in a minute. Well, something I got. First, I want to bring you up to date on my little Fiat. It don't look like I've done a lot to it, but I have. I still got that pinched nerve in my leg, that what do you call it, psychotic nerve. And I got an appointment with a doctor tomorrow. They're gonna look at it and tell me it hurts. I'll say, yeah, okay, I figured that. But it don't want me to do nothing. It don't want me to work on a model. It don't want me to walk around. It's just dictating what I do right now, and it don't want to do nothing. I find a place to sit where it don't hurt so much. But when I lean forward to work on models, then it says, hey, stop it. But I am getting some stuff done because I am indomitable. I have got the interior bucket made. As you can see, it's all buckety there. Got the dash up there. All I like is this panel that goes across here, under the back glass, and a couple of filler pieces go here and here. And then I could start loading it up with roll bars and seats and things. The motor is also positively located. This is where it'll sit. When it's done, when I wire it and put it back in, this is where it'll sit. Positive location. You can tell by the body just sits right boink on it. Unless I'm showing something. Nope, there it goes. See, sits right down on there. Says, I'll be a good boy. Give me a treat. I'm sure this thing will run better on treats than it will gas. Okay, well, here's this. Alrighty, next is why I put that spotlight up there. Is whenever they get something new in that I ain't got, I got to get it right away. And I got this. This is the re-release of the 55 Chevy Nomad 3-in-1. And it's pretty darn cool. It got my attention. I've built this before. I remember building this before. I think I had one on that tape that I was showing you on my TV of my old ones that burnt. I believe I had one that burnt. But what I don't remember is this. It comes with an extra top, and you can make it into an El Camino. What? El Camino? I love El Caminos, but I don't remember ever having that option. I should have. If I built one as a Nomad, so I should have one of those tops. And I looked through my model parts. I don't have one of those tops. There's one in the box here. I'm fixing to show you because it's unboxing time. Yep. I'm not going to show you the instructions because they're just instructional. I mean, you guys have seen instructions before. I will show you this cool body. And you'll notice that there's a little bit of flash right there. Big deal, big whoop. Pretty clean around the windows. There's There's a little noogie right there. These things you take out. Thing on the back there that you take it. Pretty flash free. And the mold lines, the parting lines, they're not that exaggerated. This one comes down and runs along here. And imagine, yeah, here's one that runs along the top. But they're not that bad, you know? Easily sanded out. I'm going to set that over there so you can keep looking at it. Here be the chassis. And it only has the muffler molded in, which I like. I don't like the muffler being molded. I like it just having only that. Because most people were going to take that off, you know, make it smooth. But it's all right. It's cool. And a little bit of flash. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, you got to expect some. This car is quite old. This is nice. So it's a nice clean interior bucket. The detail on the side panels isn't too bad. It's pronounced enough where you can paint it and have it look right. What else we got? Oh, I like this. We got red glass, and then tucked inside it is clear glass. Now you can't run, if you're running like a gasser, you can't run a tinted windshield. So you can always cut this one off and then cut the clear one off and put it up there. You know, as far as I know, you can't run a clear tinted windshield. As usual, I'm probably wrong. But here is, whoo, that is a bright chrome sheet. Let me turn the flashlight off and see. That helps just very little. But there's that front axle. I like that axle. That's a nice axle. And radius rods. Some pretty cool headers. I like them. The chrome rear axle, and here's a couple of traction bars. Cool. Gotta have traction bars. There's a grill, rear window surround bumpers, and taillight. I like that too. The taillight chromes are separate. You put the red lenses in there. Yeah, I don't like having to paint those. I like it when they come chrome. Here's some hubcaps. These hubcaps look good on a custom car. They ain't bad. You had a set of spinners to the middle of it, and those are custom. And looks like two different kinds of headlights. I guess one's for the custom version. Got some neat rails back here, too. Bed rails. Here's the other half of that chrome rear end. And this injector manifold with for the small block, you can tell because there's two ports next to each other. And some pretty dadgum looking good wheels, man. I like those. Those are some nice wheels. I'm going to enjoy using those. Here's the tires. Got some cool tires. Got the white walls. Pretty good white walls. Skinny white walls. Oh, I see. It's skinny on one side, wide on the other. And then there's the blue wall racing slicks. That's cool. Can't go wrong there. Unless they fall off on the floor. What do we have? This is the front suspension. All separate pieces, which I really like. Because nothing looks more like separate than separate. A wise man once said that just now. It was me. Here we have, see, here's front spindles, more or less, with 3 ride heights. I remember those when I was a kid. I used to always put it in the top one. Make it up as tall as possible. There's all the motor parts. Got a good motor in it. Now, here's that magic part again that changes it into an El Camino. How cool is that? I mean, I wish I had an extra one of those because I got a lot of cars I'm trying to turn into El Caminos. I have 53 Studebaker over there getting all El Camino aided. Here's some cool decals. Wampin wagon. I'm sure that wagon will go with a lot of other words too than wampin. And yeah, you got gauges. Extra gauges, too, just in case you mess them up. I like that. That's nice of them give you extras, knowing that, you know, some people got the fumble finger like me. Maybe anything else in here? Yeah, just the seats. the dashboard, which is defined really well, engraving on it, the front seat and the back seat. Got some buckets over there too. I think I showed you those. Let me try to get all this back in the box. Yeah, that's gonna really be easy to do. Get it back in the box. But there's a lot of parts to this dealer here. It's a heavy box too, you know. When you pick it up, you go, hey, there's a lot of stuff in that box. And it's not easy to get it all packed back in here right too. Don't forget the body and the interior and the glass. And then there's no room for the chassis and the instructions. But that's all right. We'll do that. We'll get that squared up later. Now, what? Uh-oh, somebody fell over. Somebody sleeping? He must be tired, holding up a job. All right. Whew. You know, the dogs are staring at me. They have been staring at me since I started this, like they're trying to tell me I'm sick or something. You know, dogs can tell when you're sick. I guess they can tell that my leg is hurting real bad, but they say I'm sick. I can check though. Hang on. No, my nose is cold. So that means I'm all right, ain't it? When your nose is cold, you're okay. It's hot. When it's hot, it's something. So I think all I need is just maybe some treats and some belly rubs, and I'll be fine. Yeah, that's what I need. And let me see. I got a couple models here I want to show you. Take up a little bit of time. I really like my little Fiat. I got little tiny Volkswagen. This is that one. It's been shortened already. It's come out as several things. Der Beetlebug, or it came out with a 40 Ford nose on it at one time, and I got it made. I made a gasser out of it, if you can believe that. But it's pretty cool. Came with the green tinted windows, so I painted it yellow to go with that instead of green. And it's got the motor up front. Let me see. Nope, no drive shaft. Of course. What do you want? Anyway, here is another one. This is 57 Chevy Bad News. What is that floating around up here? Did you see that go by just then? Like Spider-Man floating around in here. This is cool 55 Chevy. Got one of them small blowers on it. A 409 with single carb. And you can see I got the fuel line running up to the carb. And plug wires. Homemade belt. Yeah, pretty good. And it has a drive shaft, thank goodness. I'm glad to see that under there. Cool headers, too. I don't know what them headers came with, but they're cool. And there's the back end. The bumper fell off when I set it down a little while ago. When I got it out of the cabinet, brought it over here, set it down, bumper fell off naturally. Bad news. Yeah, this is a nice gasser, though. This is 55. But it ain't a Nomad. Okay, I really like this Nomad that I got, though. I will build it as a El Camino, though, because I really love El Caminos. I like Nomads, too, so I'm going to have to get another one. I should have just went ahead and ordered two when I got that, you know. Make one as El Camino and one as a Nomad. Go Mad Nomad. This is my little track roadster. That front nose piece is made from scratch. I didn't have a nose piece and I wanted a track roadster real bad, and I didn't have one. So I had to use a bunch of little curvy pieces cut from different bodies and put them together and glued them up thick and sanded until I got it that shape, and put that little bit of speaker grill in there for a grill. Yep. The chassis is that monogram 23T bucket that's so popular, the one they made the big T out of. That's what it is. And I forget what the motor come out of, but I think it come out of some sort of a Dodge project. And a 29-ster. Yep. Okay, well, I'm at my time, so I'm going to say give me a like and a subscribe and a comment, and let me see what else. Like, subscribe, comment, hug. I like a hug, and maybe some belly rubs. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.